Anthropic, the AI company behind Claude, just did something that quietly changes who gets to call themselves a builder. They released a tool called Cowork that extends their AI coding assistant to people who don't know how to code. Not simplified, not watered down. The same underlying technology that professional developers use to ship real software, now accessible to anyone who can describe what they want in plain English. And while everyone's debating whether a free open-source alternative called Goose can do the same thing, they're completely missing what actually matters here. Let me break down what's actually going on here. Anthropic is one of the leading AI labs, founded by former OpenAI researchers. Their main product is Claude, an AI assistant that competes with ChatGPT. But they also have Claude Code, a specialized tool that helps developers write, debug, and ship software dramatically faster. This week, Anthropic launched Cowork, a new feature inside their Claude desktop app. Here's what it does. It lets you work directly with files on your computer through conversation. Need to organize a folder of documents? Cowork handles it. Want to build a simple automation? Just describe it. The key difference from their existing tools is the target user. This isn't aimed at professional developers. It's designed for project managers, analysts, founders, anyone who has ideas but doesn't know Python. Now at the same time, there's noise about open-source alternatives. Goose is a free tool that claims to replicate much of what Claude Code does. Noose Research just dropped Noosecoder 14b, an open-source coding model. The narrative forming is that you can get the same capability for $0 instead of paying up to $200 a month for Claude's premium tier. But that framing fundamentally misunderstands what's happening. The real story isn't Claude versus Goose. It's not about $200 versus free. The real story is that the pool of people who can ship software just expanded massively. Think about what this means. For decades, ideas died in people's heads because they couldn't code and couldn't afford to hire someone who could. The backlog of software that should exist but doesn't, internal tools, automations, small apps, that backlog is enormous. Cowork and tools like it are a direct assault on that backlog. Now about the cost debate. Here's what the free versus paid argument gets wrong. When you're actually trying to ship something, the cost isn't the subscription fee. The cost is your time. 30+ hours a week fighting with inferior tooling, debugging hallucinations, wrestling with context limits. The capability delta between frontier tools and free alternatives compounds fast when you're in production mode. Open source options like Goose are fantastic for learning, for experimenting, for understanding how these systems work. But the moment you're trying to ship a real product on a deadline, that $200 monthly fee becomes the cheapest part of your budget. Here's what to pay attention to over the next few months. Watch for the first wave of products built by people who've never coded before. They're coming. Watch the open source ecosystem. Noosecoder and Goose will improve rapidly, and the gap between free and paid will narrow on some dimensions. But also watch where Anthropic and others push next. If non-technical users can now do basic software tasks, the next frontier is complex, multi-step workflows. The window to learn these tools while they're still novel is closing. The people who figure this out now will have a significant advantage when everyone else catches up. That's the story. The tools that change who gets to build are here, and the debate about price is missing the point entirely. If you want to stay on top of the AI shifts that actually matter, subscribe. We cover this stuff as it happens. No fluff, just what's real. See you in the next one.